All right, so we are trying to find the missing factor or dividend. So just as a reminder, the numbers that we multiply together are factors. The total amount that we are splitting up in a division problem is the dividend. So because we are looking factors, when we multiply factors, it gives us the total, also known as the product, which is the answer to a multiplication problem. So with the total is behind the equal sign, we know those two are multiplication. If our total is in the front, then that is telling me that that is division because we're taking our total and splitting it up. So my problem is 8 times something equals 64. So I'm going to fill in what I know. I know one factor. I don't know the second. I do know, however, that the total is 64. So I can also switch my factors because with multiplication, it's commutative property. So I may switch my factors. Now, 1 factor times 8 is also 64. Since I know my totals are 64, I'm going to replace that here. And I know that 64 divided by 8 equals something. And 64 divided by something equals 8. So I always ask the kids, which one has all of their parts? Brenley, I need you to sit back. Mommy's doing the video. Please get down. Sorry, I've got my own little pre-K with me. Please get down. So I asked them which ones we are going to do, which one has all the parts. So the only one that has all the parts that we can actually solve for is this one right here for right now. So I'm doing 64 divided by 8 in order to solve. So when I go back here to my paper, 64 divided by 8. You can do 64 divided by 8 in several different ways. The way that I have been having them do is, Brinley, I'm using it. Please stop. Sorry, guys. Brinley, go play now.
Okay.
So I have 4 different strategies that I have them use. We can do an array, equal groups, a number line, or repeated subtraction. In general, I try to get them to use repeated subtraction or a number line. They're very similar. So if I'm doing repeated subtraction, that means I start with my total. And I'm doing 64 minus 8. And 64 minus 8 is 56. And then I start with 56. Subtract 8. That gives me 48. 48 minus 8 equals 40. 40 minus 8 equals 32. 32 minus 8, 50. I lost my train of thought. 24, excuse me. 24 minus 8 equals 16. 16 minus 8 equals 8. And 8 minus 8 equals 0. We go until we get to 0. And then we count how many times did we take 8 away. Well, we took it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And this is only necessary to prove their work. If they already have their multiplication facts memorized, that is super helpful. That's why I've been sending home those packets to each week to help them practice their facts. Another way we can do it is we can think about groups of 8 with input-output tables until we get to 64. So I know that 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 8 is 32. I'm running out of room, so I'm going to go next door. 5 times 8 is 40. 6 times 8 is 48. 7 times 8 is 56. And then 8 times 8 is 64. So I would keep going until I got to that product. So that tells me I'm doing 8 times. And then that would be my check. You can also do an array for a check. They know how to do those. If it is a division and we are finding the missing quotient, the missing dividend, is idea. We are going to fill in what we know. We don't know our dividend right now. So that is my question mark. That's my total that I don't know for my products and my dividends. So I do know, however, that something divided by 3 is going to give me 8. And therefore, something divided by 8 would give me 3. So, with that in mind, I know that these are also my factors in a multiplication problem. So 3 times 8 is going to give me my total, as well as 8 times 3 will give me my total. So I can choose either the first one or the second one because both of them have all the parts. If I'm doing 3 times 8 or 8 times 3, I personally would do 3 times 8 just because I can do 3 8 times, or I can do 8 3 times. If I'm doing 8 3 times, that's a lot less steps for me. So I know that I do 1 group of 8 is 8, 2 groups of 8, 16, 3 groups of 8 is 24. And if you notice, we did our 8s up here, so they can use what they've already done to help them. So I know that 24 divided by 3 is 8. I can also take, for my check, I can say, well, I've got 3 groups, and I'm going to separate it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then I count how much is in each group to see if it gives me that quotient. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it matches. So I can use that as another strategy for my check. Alright guys, so that's finding the missing factor or dividend. I hope it helps. Thanks for watching.